2K Sports. It's Wednesday, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jessen alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We all know
he does indeed. David, thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Plumlee, Harden out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Paul George, and it's Embiid in its center. And for the Hornets, the guard pair, Ball and Rozier. P.J. Washington is out there with Oubre, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And today, Greg, it's about the NBA. But tomorrow, it's about spending Turkey Day with family and friends.
I think everyone realizes it's not something we can take for granted. Those moments with your loved ones will likely to be your fondest memories.
And a great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
Oubre against George. Ball with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Harden finds Embiid. Now here's Plumlee. Harden inside the three-point line. Outside for George. No good with the triple. Rozier looking around. The kick out to Ball. Poked away, and the ball was out of bounds. Last touch by George. And now just over a play here in the first. Right on the bucket.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Put your head down and make something happen. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Back to Ball. Pocket six. A baseline jam. It's tipped.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Big last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire. After winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better with his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
And here's Harden. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. George finds Harden. Off target from outside. And for LaMelo Ball's second-year break, where did you see him improve the most?
I've been taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Now here's Embiid. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. To Embiid. Jacks up a three. Puts it from outside.
Just not that thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
Here's Richards. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 3. Austin moving it around, and they double up Embiid. Back to Melton. Here's the 3. And Austin, another 3.
Is Caliber that much time to steam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Checked in for Nick Richards. Kylu comes in for Kelly Oubre. Archer's checked in for Ogier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harold, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Reed comes in for Mason Plumlee. Daniels is checked in for George. And it's Shake Milton in for DeAnthony Melton. Williams, that's good.
And they scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Looking it over. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Three off the mark. For the Hornets, they come into this following a loss to the Wizards in Washington. Here's Smith. And McDaniels with the block. Milton with it. Working on Martin. Kicks it out to Harden. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Martin. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Kylu. Fires for 3. He's again. And it's led up and in by Washington.
Well, how about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Harden against Smith. Always looking for the alley-oop here. Harden the pass to McDaniels. Milton in the corner. Harden outside. Pass to Reed. Tips it up. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. Martin kicks to Williams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. McDaniels passes to Harden. The 76ers with another miss.
And sometimes on defense, you just get lucky.
Here's Kylu. Washington inside. Reed covering, and it's blocked. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass.
Making the difficult look easy. That's what James Harden does. Taking contact, making the basket.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to McDaniels. Harden against Harden. Five on the clock. To McDaniel. Good. Harden with the assist that time.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sense for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
And there's a foul. They'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
3 from the inbound. And McDaniels with the block. And so it's Austin. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for him. We'll get right back to it.
Please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Austin's performance here, guys. What have they been doing, or what haven't they been doing?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their Offense.
Here's Harden. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Kelly Oubre out there with Williams, and it's Richards in at the 5. So that's Charlotte's the second one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot opportunity, and the basket is good. Oubre has points up on the board here in the second quarter for Charlotte. Austin leading by 5. Harden left side.
I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Williams. Oubre outside. From outside the arc, finds the hole with some time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. He Richard last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
Let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks, because he is so hungry, he is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
We'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do it. Pretty good meal.
Charlotte making a switch here. Washington's checked in. He kicks the ball. Nice pass in by Charlotte. Washington, that's good.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Harden against Ball. Harden the pass to Melton. From George buries the long-range jumper. George has got the lead up to 7 now for Austin.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And
out to the right wing. By Washington, and he's wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Austin leading by 7. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State Sections champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
He sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David Banks.
clearly a foul.
And in a moment here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Nick Richards.
Big break. Big break.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the slot. The 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
The 76ers leading by 8. Harden outside. Bobbed up there for Embiid. Melton passes to Harden. There's the line to the line. And Embiid sits it down. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Valeu. Invite. Invite. Invite.
The perfect roller. Joel Embiid can pop out and shoot, cut, make the extra pass. Really anything in that zone. Since he's going to out here pretty early in this one, he's going to be careful for the rest of this half.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for James Harden. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and able to knock it away.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the basketball Rozier. Rozier's got his second bucket.
Hammer it away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That was the 2K drive. As that move deserved another look.
His team is down. The way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game. Now, how about breaking out the statue of Liberty on that dog?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Oubre, no one around him. That's good. And Rozier with the assist. Oubre's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hornets.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
And that one is good from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and every season, Embiid seems to improve as a scorer, adding different elements and wrinkles to his game.
Charlotte calls timeout. And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit.
Terry Rozier.
Three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Cody Martin comes in for Kelly Oubre, and Smith subbed in for Ball. Austin also changing it up. Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Reed comes in for Plumlee, and it's McDaniels in for DeAnthony Melton. Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Not to get motivation. Right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Reed the pass to Milton. And that one, no good to start him off for the night. Hornets trail by 7. Smith outside. On the wing, Rozier. From outside, off the mark. Austin has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up. Sets the example for everyone.
Martin finds Washington. Loose. Reed with the steal. George dishes to Reed. Just to Harrell. In the corner, George with it. And Austin another three.
Look, they are in front right now because of he keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Loose. Out in his zone on the break. We've got 28 seconds left here in the second. Here's McDaniels. No good on the triple. For the 76ers, the last game of win against Brooklyn. Here's Rozier. That by George.
Players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team.
Foul George.
A nightmare for opponents.
Substitution for the Hornets.
11 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the teardrop. And it's Rozier missing. Here's McDaniel. No good on the second attempt there. And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers lead by 12. A chance down to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We worked that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole other half of that. So excited, I'm so excited.
Looking at Charlotte. Kenny, your thoughts?
They didn't shoot the ball very well. That's just because they didn't have it out. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go.
And after a very lopsided snap, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's everywhere with.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so, in the game for the 76ers, you've got D'Anthony Melton. One way out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Harden, and it's George, and at the 3, the small forward. Hornets trail by 12. To the middle. Then Washington at the dunk.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Pops up the and it's standing by Plumlee.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Rozier the pass to Washington. And it's set back by Plumlee. Ball against Harden. Back to Embiid. Right side George. Passes it to Melton. It's George on the wing. Covered by Oubre. Embiid, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Oubre against Harden. Stolen by Harden. There's Embiid. Caught that one as his 7th make in his attempt. A scorching 88%. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it. But it was
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with, just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to do it night in the night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
The first free throw is good.
He gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. And both free throws good for Rozier. By the looks of it, the Hall of Fame class of 2023, Richard, should be loaded. A lot of big names can be headed to Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful to see two of the biggest rivalries, San Antonio and Dallas. Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki all on the ballot. And then there's Mr. Wade, Dwayne Wade. We know about that. So there's going to be a lot of rings walking into that ceremony.
A lot of rings indeed. Austin leading by 12. On the wing, Melton. Rozier defending. Harden up top. He has 5. And a lot of content on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Joe Rozier.
You guys love getting to the line like James Harden. Can you move the defender with a little pump fake move?
This is his first free throw of the game.
An 80% shooter. The line this season. One word, solid.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Austin. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Charlotte calls timeout. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Rozier. And there's the pass to Ball. The rebound by Harden.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Up there for the lead. Oubre with the steal. And there's a foul. He'll go on Shake Milton. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Charlotte. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Nick Richards. And Smith subbed in for Rozier. Then for the 76ers, Harrell comes in for Plumlee. And it's McDaniels in for D'Anthony Melton. Oubre for 3. That falls. Nicely that time from Ball. Oubre's got 11 points.
Legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Now here's Milton. Not a lot of room. Embiid kicks to Milton. 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. That one off the back iron and out.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more.
Offensive rebound. Martin wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Led by as many as 14 points. Basket counts.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Oubre can't get it to go. Austin leading by 13. Here's McDaniels. He dishes it to Harrell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Puts it up there for Harrell. Harden finds Harrell. Harden, no good. The Hornets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. 2 of 8. Charlotte, no good that time either. For Austin, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. to the paint. Here's Embiid, and Embiid sits it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Smith outside. Pass to Oubre. Outside, ball. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McDaniels. Let Trey. And they hit it back. Oubre pulls it in. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. T.J. Washington, he's checked in for sure. Kyler comes in for ball. The 76ers also with a sub. Reed, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Hornets trail by 15. 2 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Here's Smith. They get the rebound. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Williams passes to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Slammed in by Williams.
Williams to work the ball to his open teammate, Smith Jr. This is what leaders do best.
Here's Reed. Off target. And so it's off for 13 points at the end of the period. And the ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
How about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's... More of the same from the first 3 quarters. T.J. Washington is out there with Martin. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Richards in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And the foul on the shot. So James at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over the foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers? The first one falls for. He hits both from the stripe.
Wow, they made every free throw here in the second half.
Harden against Washington. And the shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Passes it to Washington. Here's McKayler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McKayler's got 4 this quarter.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Rozier against Harden, but deep 3 from George. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kelly Oubre comes in for Cody Martin. And it's ball in for McKayler. And Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Rozier for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Get to take out the Magic at Orlando after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Pass to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going in for the by Plumlee.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
That's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Ball, the pass to Oubre. Here's Richards. Guarded by Embiid. Rozier against Melton. And here's Washington outside. And it's Melton with the rebound. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Austin. 13-point lead. Bobbed up there for Embiid. Throws tapping the LA slam.
Yeah, there is no way to stop that. There has not been physically created a way to stop. His length, his massive hands, he can catch any lob.
Oubre outside. Ball surveying the defense. Oubre outside. Misses for three. The 76ers leading by 15. Gets it to go. And one good for Melton.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Washington kicks the ball. Stolen by Harden. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Embiid, takes the assist and lays it in. They picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Charlotte calls timeout. Joel Embiid is a strong contribution in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
His percentage from the field tonight almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Harden dishes to George. Kicks it to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Harden the pass to Embiid. It's good. The assist that time for Harden. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Yeah, this is an impressive show. Defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ball against Harden. The rebound by Richard. Richards got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
2 minutes.
Harden against Ball. Up there for Embiid. It's tipped. So it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. 149 left in the fourth. On the wing, Harden. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. It is good. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Oubre passes the ball. Now Rozier. Offensive rebound. Back to ball. Second chance effort. And no good. Now the 76ers taking the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Book night, no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
The pass to Milton. Here's Springer. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
The shot game clock separated by 4. Dedmon with the block. To the inside. Springer, good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here's Bookman. So the 76ers win it. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled through this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. James, you had it going. How confident were you all offensively?
Whatever it takes to win. Honestly, if I got to score points tonight, teammates were making shots, they were playing hard. It was a great team effort. Whatever the team needs to do, I'm going to do.
Everyone was clicking tonight, man, in the show. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.